Hello, this is wmpyr here with the SOG Fast Talk. This was sent to me years ago by Great Bear 1982. Thank you very much, bro. I've been appreciating it, enjoying it, and just the other day I saw the Magnificent Seven, the remake with my dad. I like the original. I like this version. I like the Seven Samurai. All of that. It's great. And Vincent D'Onofrio, he uses a tomahawk and everything. He plays like a mountain man. It was pretty awesome just to see scenes like that, see this in action and stuff. But anyway, okay, so my main point here is to share with you some realistic considerations that you have when practicing with this. The first thing is, of course, we want to get familiar with it. So weapon familiarization, that's number one, right? Especially if you have been training with the sticks to go with something like this. It is different. It is, so you can't just ignore the spike and the angles of the blade here, and you might end up cutting yourself if you just went full force and tried the same angles with the stick. So we definitely don't want that. So start slow, and of course use, it does have the sheath, so I recommend keeping the sheath on. Right now I took it off, but with the sheath on, go nice and slow and practice the angles of attack, boom, boom. And like I said, you should already have some sort of sense of control doing this from the sticks, boom, okay? So by the time you get to something more specialized like this, you already have at least some fundamentals. You're not straight going into this, right? Because this is, I would say, because it's specialized, it's a little bit more advanced. It's basically a stick and there's more stuff on it, So anyway, that's weapon familiarization. Don't confuse that for real life application. Just doing that, you're just making sure that you're getting used to it. You can sleep with it, whatever, getting used to it. Use it for daily chores. Go in your backyard and try things with it, okay? Weapon familiarization. It doesn't mean that you're ready for combat now, okay? And one of the biggest problems there is that the way you're practicing, nice and easy. And even if you start going a little faster, it's still very, I'm calm right now. I'm relaxed. I'm being technical. Okay. In a real life situation, the same thing happens, that you could be training in boxing, Western boxing, and you're going to a gym and you're like, okay. Even if your training sparring sessions get a little hard and stuff, once you go to the street, all of a sudden, because it's so intense, what happens to most people, even in the gym, they're training with, decent form, whatever, they go to the street or real life, or they enter some competition, goes out the window and it turns into this, boom, boom, and they're breathing hard. In a couple of seconds, they're like, that's reality. That's what happens. So the same thing can happen with the tomahawk. In practice, you're going, you're mixing it up, different techniques and stuff. It's all great. And then in real life, you turn into this like huge haymaker, and you're a fish out of water. We don't want that to happen, all right? So there's two ways that I could recommend to overcome that. Number one is you want to add in techniques that will help you calm down. So specific fighting techniques. In boxing, it should be your jab. These are the weaker punches. Of course, everyone wants to land the big bombs, right? And if that's what you're going for, you're getting further and further drawn into that kind of fighting, brawling, rather than what you have been practicing and training. So all that goes out the window. But if you go back and you start utilizing your jab, it'll help you calm down. It'll help you get away from these. Okay, it's not a matter of is this effective or not. If it lands, sure. But what I'm saying is you normally train this way, okay, and in a real fight, you're going to fight this way. It doesn't make any sense, right? So in order to go back to what you do most of the time, the jab will help you. So you start doing the jab and you start keeping your distance and you work from there. Okay, and then probably during the fight, you're going to find yourself getting a little excited, and then you go back to this and calm yourself down, save your energy. So with the tomahawk, we can do the exact same thing. Incorporate a jab type motion to calm you down. The strikes is not going to be as powerful as something like this, of course. But once again, the purpose is for you to go back to what you're comfortable with. So I don't care if you flip it around, decide to use the spike, and you're here, okay? And if it does come back for some reason, this is not going to hit you, okay? So from here, boom, 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 right here, okay? So go to the jab. I'm not saying don't use these. We definitely want to at the right time, but in the intensity of a fight, it's very easy for us to just throw everything out the window and go to this. And that's exactly what we're combating. We don't want to fight the opponent and ourselves. So to make sure that we are on the same page as our training, I'm saying put in the jab. Another way around it is to go ahead and hold it this way, okay? Before I showed you guys to hold it like this, okay, and then basically have a short baton or short eskrima stick, and this is an area that we're comfortable with. Now, a little bit of evolution, okay? I'm gonna hold it like this. Okay, so it's a minor difference, but instead of holding it right here, where this is flush on the hand, I'm holding it like this, okay? Where now the angle's a little bit more different. So you hold it this way, you're gonna have more wrist involvement. If I could do everything that I do, circular strikes, I could do that. I could do heaven six. I could do my angles of attack. Okay, and I could do other techniques such as the chainsaw. And you might be wondering, well, how hard does that hit? Which is really not that important in this case because I'm trying to move away from that. I don't want to go brawl. So I'm trying to move away from power and go more into skill and strategy. But you still want as much power as possible. So test it out. Test it out. And I'm telling you that even though I went pretty light right there, it sucks. It hurts. So this, and then of course the stabs too. This is something that if I went a little bit harder, I wouldn't be able to take this anymore. This really sucks. So test it out. Try this, see if this will work out for you. So for me, I spend a lot of time with the sticks, doing the eskrima stuff with the knives and stuff. So this kind of grip for me is going to be a lot more comfortable, and this will help me pull me back to what I'm good at. I want to fight my fight. And then when I start seeing opportunities, then yeah, sure, I could go to this where yes, it's a lot more powerful, it's a lot more effective, but you earn your way there. You don't say, I just want the immediate KO. All right, so that's it for today. My 2 cents for today is to make the real life situation, the scary, intense, violent real life situation, as much as possible close to your training. That's the whole idea here. So thank you for watching and take care, folks.